Hi guys, and welcome to this month's vlog. Woo, almost dropped my laptop. I am at the warehouse in Arizona and I'm outside right now because I want to make some content and the lighting is just like so much better out here than it is inside. I'm here with my family right now. We're here for 2 weeks for the holidays. We're letting a bunch of our employees take time off and go home to their family. So me and my husband are kind of running everything here, like physically, but that does mean I have my kids here with me, which is amazing. It's been super fun. It's actually was their first time seeing the warehouse. It's been like so cute. I have some more family flying in a couple days to spend like the last part of our trip with us. A little bit of a photo shoot montage that I'm gonna throw in just because it has like some sneak peeks of everything, and then at the end of the video I'm going to be answering some questions that we got when we did an Instagram Q&A and kind of like talk about the launch a little bit.
Hi, Mom.
So cute.
Is there any?
Okay, we've gotten to the Q&A section of the video, and I'm actually recording on my phone this time because I forgot my camera at home in Washington. So I'm having to look at the questions on my phone and then come and record them, so I won't have the exact verbiage. But one of the questions was, why does Emmy have the warehouse in Arizona and not in my hometown in Washington? And there's a few reasons, but the biggest main reason is because I live in a very, very small rural town in Washington state. There is little to no opportunity as far as it is like comes to business things. There wasn't a lot of places that could even house a warehouse, and I cannot run the warehouse myself. I have to have a team to run it because I am doing so many other things in the company, and there was more opportunity here in Arizona. Like we work at a shared warehouse space where there's so many other businesses just like us. We have a big spot here. There's some that are like 200 square feet, just an office you can rent, all the way up to ours is a couple thousand square feet, I think. But yeah, we work in like this shared community warehouse place where everything is like all in one. And something else that's super cool about it is they cater to businesses like mine. So everything when it comes to like shipping, they have designated areas outside. So once we're done packaging orders, we can go and put it in baskets for like UPS, USPS, FedEx. If you're not familiar with this, there's a lot that goes into packaging your orders and getting them out. But yeah, they have a content studio here that we're able to use. We actually just shoot in our own warehouse section. And then another super cool thing about where we're at is all of our incoming bulk like inventory gets received by the company itself, and then they come and put it into our warehouse for us. So if I were to do it in Washington, I would have to employ a lot of different people who also, like, the bowl for doing that is pretty slim, whereas in the city, I'm in Tempe, Arizona here, there's a lot more people, there's a lot more opportunity. But if I was doing this setup in Washington, it would be a lot more people. I would probably have to be there full-time. My husband would have to be there full-time. And so just based on everything else I do in the company, since I do design everything, from the graphics to the clothing, everything, invoices, hiring, all of that, all of it. And so managing the warehouse is something that I have team members doing, and that's why I just didn't need it in Washington. I also have some like personal ties to Arizona too. I went to college here. My best friend lives here, who's also my COO. But yeah, it just made sense, and who knows, we might even be here one day too. Okay, a couple more questions. Is my jewelry all made in-house still? And would I ever be opening 2 collabs? My jewelry isn't made in-house still. We don't sell a lot of it either. We have the bolos, which I have designed and manufactured those, you know, on my own as the company. And then we've launched some jewelry here and there, but it's just from Fashion Go. And if you're not familiar with Fashion Go, it is a website where you can go and get inventory if you're a boutique, and yeah, you buy it at like a discounted rate and you mark it up so that you can make a profit. But yeah, just the last couple launches, I bought some on the wholesale websites just so that we could have jewelry that pairs with the pieces that I'm doing. I think doing more jewelry in the future would be super fun. However, I'm primarily focused on the clothing side of things and just really taking that to a level that I have in my head, and then maybe doing some more jewelry down the line. And then another question was, would I ever consider collabs with businesses? Yes, I think 2026 is actually going to be the year of Burnt Toast collabs. We already have some contracts signed and I'm super excited. This is one of the fun parts about business, is just we're constantly planning things like so far in advance. We have things lined up that you're going to be freaking out over this year. I'm super pumped. So yeah, totally open. It is not easy, I'll tell you that much. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot that goes into collabs. You want to make sure it's fair for everybody. You want to make sure it's profitable for everybody. Like, you don't just want to do it for funsies. And trust me, I've been in the business for a long time. Even if it wasn't just fashion, I was in it as a graphic and web designer and all these other things that I've done. But what you realize as a business owner is it's not just always for fun. You have to make money at the end of the day. Like, if you want to survive, you have to. So yeah, next question is, how long does it take for a piece to get manufactured from like start to finish? And that's a good one. That question is a good one. I mean, short answer is like 3 months. Like, if I just was like to tell you, it's like 3 months from the very start of it being a thought to it shipping out to customers. I would say 3 months, or somewhere between 2 and 3 months. It has happened faster. Restocks are definitely a lot faster too. But I will say I'm submitting designs right now, and it's December for April. There are different options too. Like, when you design something, get it manufactured, you can ship it to you a few different ways. So you can ship it by air or by boat, and you can pick how fast you want it, and then the faster you want it, the more you have to pay for it. Like, doing one of the shipping speeds compared to the other will save like a whole month. It just costs more, and so that eats into like your margins. Typically, like, realistically and perfectly, it's about 3 months. Okay, we're filming another angle now because I just wanted to be more comfortable. But another couple of questions were, where did the design start? So like fabric, pattern, etc. And then how do I decide what designs make the cut or not? So where it starts, it's honestly a bit of each. I personally like to just get inspired. So I'll collect inspiration all the time. I have like iPhone folder, Pinterest, desktop folder. I have all these places where I collect inspiration, and that I'll literally like maybe be walking, shopping, and like take a picture of something. Right now, side note, I'm finding a lot of inspiration from shoes. Don't ask me why. It's just like, I'm like, oh, that's a really cool shoe. It would look really dope as a pair of pants or a sweater or something, like the same colors or whatnot. But yeah, it'll come from all sorts of different things. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I know we need like a pink and orange tiger pattern. I have no idea what it's going to go on, but I just know we need that pattern. I know what we need or what I want to do. And then as far as things like not making the cut, I just get a gut feeling. And I mean, there's things that I've gotten that haven't sold the best and not, which is whatever, that's part of business. But I do feel like I just do know in my gut whether something's gonna be good or not. Also, I try to make my demographic be like me. So if I love it, then hopefully everybody else will. But primarily the things that don't make the cut are the uncomfortable things. Or sometimes I'll have a vision and it will look good in like a mock-up, but when I get the sample, it's just not quite there, or it didn't end up being exactly what I wanted. It really doesn't end up happening a lot, because if I don't like it on the computer, odds are I'm not gonna like it on the physical sample as well. Okay, a couple more. They're kind of along the same lines, but one was, if you could redo everything and like start over, what would you do differently? And then the other one was, what is the hardest part of owning the business? So if I could restart and do it all over, what would I do differently? This might be cliche, but honestly, nothing. All my mistakes and all my failures have brought me to where I am today. And I know something that you have to do in life is fail, or else you're never gonna learn. And I know that, like, being a parent too. I just know that from myself and growing up, and like being a parent, like they literally do not listen until they learn on their own, and it's the same for us. Yeah, you just have to learn by experience, and I've had no one to mentor me through this process at all. Everything is completely new, completely real, completely hard. And obviously there are a lot of amazing great moments too, but yeah, I've made mistakes. I've had failed launches. I've had a lot of things that went wrong. You have to, and inevitably it has to happen, especially if you want to grow. And then what's been the hardest part of business, or owning this business, it's just like the management of everything, because I'm a creative at heart. I do like business. That's why I've been an entrepreneur for over a decade, but I am a creative at the end of the day, and I like to do things with visualizations and like color and designing, even if that's designing like things for marketing. So the things that like aren't so fun is the hiring process, the firing process, finances. Those aren't fun. Just hard conversations. Like, it's actually running a business, and it's not a hobby. And I think that is something that I've had to come to realize on my own too. Yeah, it can be hard, and at the end of the day, everything falls on me. Like, of course, it's my business, but like, I'm also the CEO of the business, and I'm not just like, some people might just own a business and have somebody else manage it for them. I am in every area of my business in some capacity. Just a lot to balance, and I think that maybe that's it. Balance is the hardest thing, but I think at the end of this life, I still won't even have that down. Thank you guys for listening, watching. I want to do more vlogs, and I definitely can. Let me know what you want to see. I know the vlog showing the samples that I didn't approve and did approve, blah, blah, blah. I know people really liked that one, but let me know what you guys want to see more of. Do you like seeing montage behind the scenes? I mean, we just kind of grab those because it's fun, and you can see more of the looks and how it's styled and stuff. But yeah, do you guys want to see more long form YouTube behind the scenes? Would you rather see this kind of stuff in more short form on TikTok? I'm essentially making this for you and your entertainment. Okay, love you literally so much. I hope you're loving the most recent drop and all of our bestseller restocks. By the way, okay, I don't even know if I mentioned this, but we're working with some new manufacturers, and so all of our restocks they're back, and they're better than ever. I think they were great before, but I think we've improved them substantially too. And that's the whole thing, right? Like, that's the whole point. We're like constantly growing and evolving and making things better for you guys. Okay, love you so much. Talk to you soon.